Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So I want to talk about a couple of things. One, I want to update you on my Invisalign. I just started my second pair. I ended 2 weeks, which I was very proud of myself. And these seem a little more doable. It seems like there's a little less plastic to them and a little less awkwardness, which I truly welcome, like seriously. They were easy enough to get in, and I'm not even in pain, but it may be a different story in the morning because I just put them in like an hour ago. But I'm hopeful. I'm totally hopeful, and I'm doing it. Like, that's the main thing. I am doing it, right? All right, good for me. Okay, so my talk is on the skin. And most people understand that the skin is the largest organ of the body. I know that just seems so bizarre, but there's no question the skin is a living, breathing entity and super important for our body. So I found a fantastic article, which I will include in the description of this video, because that's how I roll. And it is from Forefront Dermatology, and it's just some interesting facts about the skin. I hope it interests you. What's the backstory on that? I'm glad you asked. Well, I weighed 330 pounds a while ago. I weighed 281 pounds a very short while ago. And as I'm dropping the weight, this is kind of funny. I've described it as first just being the Pillsbury Doughboy. Huh? Right? Where you're just so heavy that everything is perfectly filled out, soft, and round. Okay, there's no definition of anything. I went from that to the Michelin tire guy, where all of a sudden I had dents and little rolls, right, as I started to lose some weight, which of course freaked me out, but nowhere near as much as the California raisin. That was like my next step when things started to shrivel and wrinkle and okay, I'm not sure what stage I'm at right now, but it seems like things are trying to find balance, and I'm grateful for that, but I have a lot more to go, and I don't want hanging skin per se. So I was just interested in the skin itself and wanted some additional facts, okay? So this is called Skin Fun Facts. 1. Your skin is your largest organ and plays a vital role in detecting hot and cold, regulating your body temperature, and protecting your muscles, bones, and internal organs from outside infection and disease. But that's just for starters. There is so much more to your skin than you might think. Here are some of the most interesting facts about your skin. 1. Average person's skin covers an area of 2 square meters, which is like what? A meter is 3, and 3 by 3 is 9. So like 18 square feet or something, right? Skin accounts for about 15% of your body weight. The average adult, not the obese adult, like exceptionally obese, which I'm familiar with. The average adult has approximately 21 square feet. So I thought it was about 18. It's actually more like 21. And heavyweight champs obviously generate way more than that. I don't know if you've seen the 600-pound life when they remove 25 pounds of skin or something. Oh my gosh. It is astounding to watch, right? But also so miraculous. I find it fascinating. So about 21 square feet of skin, which weighs 9 pounds and contains more than 11 miles of blood vessels. Wow. The average person has about, check it, 300 million skin cells. A single square inch of skin, just 1 square inch, like a little more than your thumb, right? A single square inch of skin has about 19 million cells. What? I know. Is God incredible? He is so intricate and fascinating. It is just unbelievable. So 19 million cells in a single inch and up to 300 sweat glands. What? How complex is the human body? And this is just one of the organs. Of course, doctors will study one organ their entire life and they still won't even understand all of it. I mean, it's the nature of the game. And we don't even think about skin as being one per se, right? So fantastic. I have always thought it was amazing that you could take a needle and thread and sew up skin and that it would actually mend. So interesting to me. And I'm a stitch girl. I've had stitches, trust me on that. Okay, your skin is the thickest on your feet, about 1.4 millimeters, which is still like nothing, but it matters, and thinnest on your eyelids. So interesting. The skin renews itself. Check this out. The skin renews itself every 28 days. I don't know if you saw my earlier Jules Blessed Vegan videos, but I have been watching my skin be renewed. I mean, from all of the brown spots and just the damage on my face, I have literally been watching these things start to melt off, which I am thrilled. Remember that third eye right here I talked about? And it kept getting inflamed, and I was like, what is the deal? That thing is almost gone just naturally. It's so interesting to me, seriously. God is merciful, but I love the process too. It's just incredible. Even things like deep purple stretch marks fading. Now, granted, the stretch marks aren't going to go, but they faded to a pale white. You know what I mean? Like, it's such an interesting process, and I'm happy to be part of it, I assure you. So, the skin actually renews itself just every 28 days. Wow. Your skin constantly sheds dead cells, about 30,000 to 40,000 cells. We hear this, like, where did they get this stuff? I believe it, but how do you count something like this? Like, the science, the math, is also astounding to me. Constantly sheds 30 to 40,000 every minute. Yeah, every minute. I didn't even move. How did 30 to 40,000 cells just fall off of me? I don't get it, but I don't doubt it. That's nearly 9 pounds a year. Wow. Some sources estimate that more than half of the dust in your home is actually dead skin. Thank you so much. Like, that's a fact I wanted to know. I've heard that before, actually. Dead skin comprises about 1 billion tons of dust in the Earth's atmosphere. Come on. That's incomprehensible. Like, how can you even comprehend that? There's no way. 1 billion tons of dust in the Earth's atmosphere. Your skin is home to more than... This fact is not my favorite. Your skin is home to more than 1,000 species of bacteria. Wow. So, when people spend a ton of money to kill like 3 or 4 bacteria because, oh my gosh, it's home to 1,000 species? What? Like, where do you even begin, right? Ooh, so it makes me kind of think about like acne or something as being little wars taking place among the tribes of species. I know that's weird, but wow. A skin that is severely damaged, God bless you, may try to heal itself by forming scar tissue. Oh my gosh, I so know that. Which is different from normal skin tissue because it lacks hair and sweat glands. How interesting. Let me read that again. Skin that is severely damaged may try to heal itself by forming scar tissue, which is different from normal skin tissue because it lacks hair and sweat glands. What is that kind of scar that is raised above? Oh, keloid, right? A keloid scar that's raised above the skin. Initially, when I had this surgery on my arm right here, and I think you can see that barely raised scar, like it's barely raised at all. But that scar was to remove 4th stage melanoma cancer when I was only 17 years old. Initially, and it was from the 42 cat, stitches, whatever they call them, it was raised, and I was freaking because I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing keloid. Like, I'm always telling God what I am not doing. I am not doing kidney disease. I am not doing keloid scars, like the whole thing. I got a hot tip on putting pure vitamin E oil. And I put that vitamin E oil religiously. And I believe that made the difference. And I've done that for all my scars. I have a 5-inch back scar and things like that. And it was such a miracle, such a great tip. Anyway, I'm happy that that healed as well as it did. But yes, I do see that there are no hairs growing from there. Not that it's a hairy part of my arm anyway, but interesting about the no sweat glands too. Wow. So skin can form additional thickness and toughness, like a callus, of course, if exposed to repeated friction or pressure, like on my feet, right? Some of the nerves in your skin are connected to muscles instead of the brain, sending signals through the spinal cord to react more quickly to heat and pain, etc. Your skin has at least 5 different types of receptors that respond to pain and touch. 5, how about 5 billion? I am such a hyper kinetic, like so in tune with every touch. Wow, what's so interesting, what brings me to that is when Jesus, I mean, seriously, the one woman, it wasn't Veronica, right? Veronica wiped his face. No, just the woman in the crowd. He's surrounded by thousands of people, and all of a sudden he feels energy drained from him. And he's like, who touched me? The disciples laughed and said, you are kidding, right? Who didn't? Look at all these people. And he's like, no, someone touched my cloak. Not even his skin, just his cloak. Like, that's how entwined he was with the universe. And praise God, that woman touching his cloak, which was illegal in public, of course, was completely healed by her faith. But for some reason that comes to mind with that hypervigilance of being acutely aware. Probably because I was sexually abused and stuff. Like, even if someone touches my hair, all of a sudden, every cell in my body goes, uh-oh. Super interesting. Okay. Changes in your skin can sometimes signal changes in your overall health. You ain't whistling Dixie, girlfriend. Oh my gosh, that is so true. I saw a person recently, and their forearms were just like bumpy and crunky and creepy, and I was like, what up? And they've been poisoning themselves with just a horrific standard, diet, and certainly soda and everything else, and it is absolutely coming out of their skin cells, like desperately coming out of their skin cells. All right, these fun facts, I don't know how fun they were, but they were interesting. These fun facts are just some of the thousands of important aspects of your skin and its health. Forefront Dermatology skincare experts have all the information you need. Okay, that part's an ad, let's be fair. Anyway, I hope you found that interesting. I don't know if it was exactly what I was looking for, but it's a good start on understanding skin a little better. I may share more. All right, my friends, like if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you, especially in prayer. And what did you think about that? Are you interested in skin? If you are, I'd love to share a little bit more, because when this hotness is all said and done, all part of me is going to be absolutely intact, healthy, and beautiful. Wait for the miracle, friends. Until we talk again, best of all, know that you're blessed.